Season 6 of Sistas is right around the corner with new episodes premiering on May 31st. And I recently broke down the trailer for this season, part of which features Fatima Wilson letting Zach know that we're going to get full custody. However, we also have a little bit of tea of what else is happening with little Miss Fatima and Zachary, also known as Fatima. And we're going to talk about that in this video because why is Fatima confronting Zach about how he reacts to the Karen news? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Bain coming to you right here on Erica Bain TV with another Sistas video. And I already told y'all we'll be here for what we about to talk about. But before we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Sistas content. I got new videos for you every day leading up to the premiere. We're also going to go live and do live after shows to talk about the series once season 6 is back. And you don't want to miss it. So hit the subscribe button so that you're notified every time we are having great conversations around the show that you know and love. You can hit that like button now or you can hit it later, but I know that you're gonna like this video, so get ready to hit that like button. And without further ado, let's talk about why Fatima is confronting Zach. So this is a little bit of tea, a little bit of spoiler, so if you don't want to be spoiled in reference to tease things of reference to what's going to happen in season 6, then click off this video now and click another video in the comment section down below, because I do have a couple other ones that you could check out that are a little less spoilery. But basically, in the trailer we saw Fatima talk to Zach about how she's going to help him get full custody of the child that he has with Heather, and that is really because Heather is not doing a great job of taking care of the child, keeping the child safe, not exposing the child to people and places that are just simply unsafe. However, in addition to that, another major thing that Fatima is going to be doing this season is responding to how Zach responds to the fire at Karen's hair mastery. Now, I don't have any proof that I could put on screen, and I don't want to out any DMs that I was sent. However, I have some people reach out to me and provide a little bit of information. So allegedly, Zach and Karen have a few moments this season, a little bit of intimate moments. And no, I'm not talking about sex, so get your little mind out the gutter, but moments that actually point to the fact that Zach really does still care about Karen. And word on the street is that Fatima is going to feel a way about it. So basically, y'all, there's a fire that's going to break out at Karen's hair mastery. I do have a video to talk about that. I previewed this months ago, and I believe that Pam is the reason why the fire happens, because we saw last season it was teased quite a bit about how Pam don't cut off none of the damn dryers or curlers or this, that, and the third, and that could definitely start an electrical fire and cause a big commotion. However, a lot of y'all in the comment section talking about it's the girl that was up at the damn parking lot and getting into it with Aaron. She's actually gonna set it on fire. So again, I have a video coming to talk about which one of those two scenarios is the actual one that we're going to see play out. Again, subscribe so you don't miss when that video is posted. But basically, everybody starts to worry because Karen actually gets trapped in the fire at one point and has to be saved. And there is a time where Zach finds out about this and he has a very visceral reaction because, again, whether y'all want to believe it or not, whether you like it or not, Zach does still love and care deeply for Karen. Now, the love might not be the exact same as it was when they were in a relationship, but as a person, he loves this girl. He wants the best for this girl, and he damn sure don't want her to die. So he has a natural reaction, and we have already seen Zach is a very emotional character. He does not know how to manage his emotions very well, so I can only imagine how he is actually responding. And we know that Fatima has struggled in previous seasons with the idea of believing that Zach is still very much so in love with Karen. So I think what we're going to see play out is her leaning a little bit more into that after seeing how distraught Zach becomes, thinking that Karen is either killed in this fire or just hurt really, really bad. Now, I don't blame either of them because it's Fatima. I think it's valid. Like, she's valid in her feelings of like, Zach, I'm not sure if you're fully ready to be in a relationship or to give yourself fully to me. He has so much growing to do. He's still so immature. He's not fully responsible. Like, he's not emotionally available and emotionally intelligent. There's so many areas in which Zach has a lot of work to do. And there was really no time between his relationship with Karen and his relationship with Fatima for him to be able to work on certain things, heal, and be better. So a lot of the things that he's being confronted with and he's having to grow through and hopefully evolve from, he's doing it in the relationship with Fatima, and unfortunately it's negatively affecting her. So again, I don't blame her for her feelings and for her thinking like, yo, you could still be pining after this woman, especially after she possibly sees him crying, not eating, not sleeping, just very, 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 very worried about Karen. And then also, again, I understand both sides, because I could understand why Zach would feel away if he thinks that this woman died. I actually have experienced an ex that I was not with at the time was shot and murdered in Baltimore. And that is something that at the time that it happened, it deeply affected me. It sent me to a place of depression. And to this day, I still struggle with the thought of it. And I struggle with knowing that he lost his life and feeling like I just wanted the best for him. I wanted more for him. I wanted him to experience way more before he was taken from this earth. And that is normal and natural. That does not mean I want that man back. It doesn't mean that I wish that we were together. It doesn't mean that I have not gotten over him. It means that this is a person who I had a relationship with, who I love very deeply, who, whether we worked out or not, I still wanted the best for. And when something traumatic and dangerous happens, I'm going to worry about, pray for, and still want the best for them. Now, I think what this is really going to point to is how damaged the communication is within the Fatima relationship, because they just need to communicate that. Fatima needs to be able to communicate how insecure it makes her when she thinks about how Zach feels about Karen, but also communicate that she's going to do the work that she needs to do to handle it, because that part is not actually Zach's problem. And Zach needs to communicate that he feels the way that he does because he just wants her to be okay. She's also carrying his child, so there could be feelings that are tied to that, and all of that is normal. And it happens, right? Like, I personally think that this is not necessarily going to be a big thing as long as they can actually honestly talk about how they feel about both sides of this particular issue. And Fatima has been 10 toes down and riding for one another thus far, aside from Zach doing what he needed to do to be responsible and emotionally intelligent, but I digress. They have decided to be together, and part of that is doing whatever they need to do, acquiring whatever skills that they need to be able to meet each other in the middle and move forward positively. So we're going to see Fatima have an attitude, be pissed because Zach is worrying about Karen, and I think that Zach is worrying about Karen, rightfully so. However, this is not something that's going to catapult or destroy the Fatima relationship. They can literally fix it very quickly simply by talking to one another. And now I want to know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Zach shouldn't be worried about Karen even if she's caught in the fire and could potentially die? Do you think that Fatima's a little bit too insecure and she needs to release the fact that Zach will probably always have feelings for Karen, but he made his decision and he's happy where he's at? Let me know in the comment section down below. And now hit that like button if you haven't already, because I told you was gonna like this video. I'm your good sis, you love to talk TV with, talking about sisters and so much more right here on Erica Vane TV. I'll be sure to see you in the next one, but I'm going in the comment section right now so we can keep the conversation going.